where are you going, Billy boy, Billy boy? Oh, where are you going, Billy Baggins? I am going for a walk with my lady in the park. We are family and love one another. Welcome, I'm a Wanderess, a wandering wanderer. Time to address this. This is the why I began Oopsy Annie, my YouTube channel. It is 39 degrees with light precipitation, and look behind me. I don't get it. I just don't get it. They think that's fun, huh? I might think it was fun if it was a little bit warmer. Some of us are drawn to mountains the way the moon draws the tide. Both the great forests and the mountains live in my bones. They have taught me, humbled me, purified me, and changed me. COVID arrived into our lives in March, shut us away in our homes, canceled my gigs as a storyteller. What was I going to do? Well, the first thing I did was spend April writing poem after poem after poem. It was good therapy. I also was participating in a poetic dialogue project that eventually became a book called Poetic Progression that was published on Amazon in November 2020. Not all bad things happened in 2020. My co-author is Beth Turner Ayers. The two of us responded with poetry by being inspired by the preceding poem that the other had written. It was a very fun project, and something happened ever since then. I have continued to write as prolifically. I find this a great blessing. It has filled this lonely time because I am a rather extroverted writer. And I miss my friends, all of you out there that tune in on my YouTube channel, and all the new people out there that have joined since I started early December, which wasn't that long ago. I thank you for your companionship. So back to why. Why did I start the Oopsy Annie channel? Because I wanted to experience more gratitude, more joy. I had found it to be a very healing practice in my past. Late in my 20s, I began having a lot of health problems. Slow at first. Mysterious aches and pains, toothaches. I hurt and ached, and I didn't get better, not completely. I continued to have lingering problems. TMJ was a major issue for over 10 years. When it was bad, it would cause my teeth to hurt and ache, inflaming the nerves in them. So I chased them down, and I had nearly all my molars root canaled and crowned. And I want to tell you something about that. They don't last. Fibromyalgia became my unwanted companion. Chronic fatigue, muscle aches, a stiffening of the spine, the shoulders, the neck, on into my 40s. But the one thing that made the pain manageable was when I was doing something that brought me joy. Theater, telling stories, being with my family, going out into nature. So I learned to trust that as my ideal medicine. And now I'm in my 50s, and it's the time of COVID, in which I was unfortunate enough to also get. And I gotta tell you something, going outdoors, practicing gratitude, which always leads to the birth of joy, is the best medicine ever. It has made everything endurable, and I want to celebrate it, and I want to share it. That's my experience. So I am a wanderess. I love wandering. I love experiencing wonder. To be shut in, no matter the reason, is a kind of death. Soon after We all found ourselves isolated from one another in March. I found myself isolated from so much of what kept me emotionally and physically healthy. I was bereft. I wrote this poem called A Kind of Death. It is a kind of death, I say, to shudder out the world, to close the door on night and day where once we danced and twirled, all because a virus shadow fell upon the land where we thrived. How bleak became our woe each day the news arrived. Was there to be no end in sight, no light to wash away the night, to save us from this evil blight, bring back to our lives delight? Listen as our souls cry out. Let us be well, set us free. Pardon if we have to shout. We humans need community. Who hears us in the out there? Where are the heroes now? It's in each of us, it would appear, united in gentle prayer somehow. So I wrote that poem, and that poem was an enlightened moment for me, for I saw that instead of looking out there for the hero to come save me on a galloping white horse, it was going to need to be me. I was going to need to be my own hero once again. And I returned back out to the outdoors. I returned to the practice of daily gratitude, knowing that it would bring me joy, and in that joy I would find healing. And so it has been, and is still to this day, and is reflected in all my Oopsy Annie videos, seeking to love the world around me, be inspired, be grateful, and birth joy. I left something behind in the heat and the vastness of this continent, and I was reborn as something I knew I had always been, a wanderess. That's what I did. I left something back in the heat of Dallas. And I became what I knew I always was, a wanderess. And I share that with you. And I encourage those of you who have this desire within you to try it out a little once in a while. Never stop wandering into wonder. I am aware that I'm not getting a lot of subscribers. I'd hope to grow it faster. Please, if you do enjoy my videos, I'd love it if you subscribe. I'd love it if you left me an encouraging comment, or if it's not so encouraging, some helpful advice wouldn't hurt. Anything to let me know that you're out there, you're watching these, and perhaps, maybe, I hope with all my heart, enjoying them. Let's go back to a little of my dental history, shall we? I'm about ready to make a confession. Dun, 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 dun. When we moved here in August, I lost my partial plate. I've been without it all this time since I started filming in December. I've been missing some teeth on my bottom jaw. Now, since this Oopsy Annie channel relies heavily on observational insights and skills, if you have noticed that I am missing some teeth, good for you. I'm okay with it. I'm in control of my vanity most of the time. But I want you to know I am on the lookout for a dentist here in Boise, and I am going to have a new one made. This has been another Oopsy Annie oopsie video, and it really was a little oopsie. I've been getting a little bit of rain as I've been walking. A little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there.